Thank you, ladies. Before we move on to Lane's next question, I wanted to give Bryce an opportunity to speak a little bit about Blue Shield and Wellvolution and how that is connected to any type of outcomes.
Sure, really quickly. So I would say our real wellness journey started about 3 years ago. I mean, we're a health plan, and we're an employer, and we recognized we were seeing the same health status and the same health risks as all of you, which was unacceptable. Right? And we recognized that the root cause was, a bunch of wellness status quo mediocrity solution and subpar results, stemming from programs which, to be quite honest, were nothing more than, me telling you something you already know about yourselves and expecting you to change, and it wasn't getting the job done. And so, we took the radical step a few years ago of, lighting a match, burning our wellness platform down to the waterline, and never looking back, because we knew that if we wanted to make progress in this space, right, we needed to do it differently, and we needed to make a difference, right? And so we developed kind of 6 core principles that we found over the past few years actually drive tangible engagement and tangible results in wellness, about, a Wellness 2.0 solution being rewarding, fun, easy, social, iconic, and real. But the one we're talking about here is more in the rewarding spectrum, about health outcomes. So we did embrace a health outcomes-based platform a couple years ago. We look at it both as an outcomes-based program and a hybrid participatory-based program, and that's by design, right? So we do recognize that we want to recognize people for passing the test. We don't want to recognize people for taking the test, but we are recognizing people studying really hard for the test, right? And that's important. In our philosophy, right? Because we fully embrace outcomes, but we also believe that we should show compassion, right? Because we also recognize that these behaviors have developed over 20, 30, 40 years. And so you run a moral hazard risk of coming in with a 20, 30, 40-year behavior and say, shape up now or else. Right? And we know that smoking cessation is usually a 7-time attempt game to get it right. Right? We all know how to lose weight. Our problem is keeping it off. Right? Finding the solution often takes multiple times and multiple attempts. So we are willing to go on that journey with our folks and say, look, if you figured it out, and I don't care if you're 20 and bulletproof or 50 with diabetes and working with your physician, I don't care. We're going to recognize, acknowledge that, and reward that. Right? But we also recognize that if you can't get there immediately, we are going to give you some really cool, really impactful, really aligned incentives to have you make a good faith effort, and we know that you will get there in a 3 to 5 year time horizon. We're willing to take that journey with you. And just in closing, it was one of the best things we ever did. We'll get into more details.